We are back from our mission trip and now we have a good problem in our garden. Let's take a look. Welcome to Seed Time and Harvest. We had our seed time, now it's harvest time. Look behind me, what do you see here? Corn. Yes, they're not ready, but look at the massive growth on these corn. Just a few weeks ago, they were knee-high, and now they are over 10 feet tall, and we are so looking forward to being able to eat from our corn patch. Every time you garden, it's all about the outcome. And for me, the best problem to have is more food here, tomatoes, than you can eat in 1, 2, or 3 sittings. What we're gonna do, we're gonna harvest a lot of our ripe tomatoes, and we are going to preserve them. In this bed, we have 3 different varieties. These are the Roma cherry. Over here, the ones that are not ripe, well, most of them are not, those are the Better Boy. And on the back side, we have some Juliet tomatoes. We're gonna go ahead and get these delicious tomatoes picked. We're gonna can some. We are going to freeze some. And we may even just have some in our dinner. Tomatoes are a Seed Time and Harvest favorite, whether pasta sauce, just having tomatoes in salad, or even juicing tomatoes. These are something that we enjoy growing, and indeterminate varieties are especially one of our favorite because we can get a lot of tomatoes over a long time. See, some of them are green, some of them are ripened. The vines are falling over because they're so heavy with fruit. Removing the fruit will give the others a chance to ripen, and we'll be able to support the vine for better growth, better airflow, and disease resistance. Have you ever grown tomatoes and you find that you have inconsistent fruiting on your tomato vine? Well, there is a quick and easy solution to that. When you plant your tomatoes, when your tomato starts to flower, there is something that you can do to ensure that all your vines have fruit. As you can see, all the fruits are there, and the ones that are not out yet will be out soon. When you start to see flower on your tomato stems, what you can do is just simply get your finger and tap the flower so the pollen can fall down, so you'll have fruit on all spots on this tomato vine. Whenever you're examining your tomato plant and you notice you have missing leaves or partially chewed leaf, or even what I call grenade-like droppings along the floor around your tomato plant, you have a visitor. A friendly tomato hornworm that will eat everything. It'll eat your leaves, your vine, and even your tomatoes. So you want to make sure that you're checking to see if you have tomato hornworm or any other pest that could pose a threat to your tomato plants. Here we have one of my now favorite tomato varieties to grow. This is our first time growing, and these are German Queen. These are great for slicing, having with a salad, really big. These are the really pretty tomato varieties. Oh, we got a slug. Got to get some sluggo in here. I've been noticing a lot of slugs. We've been getting a lot of rain, so slugs are starting to come out in their numbers. Another evidence that too much water is the tomatoes are starting to split. They're starting to pop open. That's a sign that these beds are getting too much water. And of course, you can't do anything about the rain. So harvesting is going to be a great way to save these tomatoes. Here is our tomato harvest. Next, we're gonna be hunting for some squash. Gardening is always interesting and you always get surprises. This year I planted butternut squash and I got this. Do you know what it is? Well, I did some research and it said it was, what did it say? Scallop squash. Let me know if you agree that this is scallop squash. We will be eating it anyway. And another garden surprise. This is what we planted initially, butternut squash. Here we have a casualty to a vine borer. Anytime you see your squash plant and you see it's being eaten from the inside out, you know you have a little bug eating your plant, it's killing your plant. We got a tiny baby on this plant, but for whatever we get, we are always thankful. Whenever you see some little fuzzy things starting to come out of your squash, you know you have something inside, and that is a squash vine borer. You want to gently open the plant so you don't kill it and look for what's inside eating your plant if it has not hatched out already. And it is right under here. This plant is gonna die. There's no growth point left, but this is a vine borer. You wanna get rid of it. And if you have a growth point, your squash will be able to survive. But this is what's killing your squash from the inside. Squash vine borer. Cucumbers are fun to watch. In a few days, after your flower have been pollinated, you have babies. Wait a couple more days, you have big cucumbers. And then a couple more days, you've got a giant. Amazing. We have another giant on our hand, and of course this is a very old giant. This is a zucchini. Of course, left on the vine way too long. My scissors is not even big enough to cut it. So we're gonna have to slowly make our way through. Ring, ring. It's probably bigger than my head. Remember when we had phone this big back in the days? A super giant. Now what are we gonna do with this zucchini? Bake it, make zucchini bread, freeze it. I don't know, but it's gonna get eaten. On this side of the garden, I have banana peppers. And look at that, really big. We've been gone for way too long. These peppers are huge. What are we gonna do with them? Of course, you're gonna cook them and eat them. We love banana peppers, especially in salad. So these are gonna get cooked. And the beauty about pepper is once you get these big ones picked, then you'll get a lot more flour and a lot more peppers. So let's get these harvested. Also here we have shosito pepper. We don't use that a lot. I'm not gonna harvest them because we're not gonna use them for storage. When we need them to cook, we'll just cut as needed. Bell peppers are also ready for harvest. I'm gonna cut the biggest one. Just like the banana peppers, we don't have a whole lot of growth on these plants, but the ones that are there are really, really big. Removing these will get new growth a chance to come out. Tomato sauce is not complete without basil. And this Thai basil bush does need a cutting, so we're gonna take a few leaves to add to our sauce. And there we have it. One of the many reasons I love gardening is, of course, being able to eat what you grow. This is an amazing harvest, and you too can have an amazing harvest. Just make sure you follow us, like this video. If you have not been subscribed as yet, go ahead, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's garden together. All right, we are going to be making some tomato sauce, eating while we're growing, and of course, we will be back again sharing with you more gardening tips. Thank you so much for joining us on Seedtime and Harvest. Until next time, happy harvesting. Bye.